Oakland site. So I'm Elwyn Griffiths. My brother Gareth and myself now run the family business started by my mother and father. Today we like to think this is a centre of excellence. It's a world centre of excellence for MOBA and techno in egg production and egg packing and automation and robotics. And we do believe it's the largest inline operation in Europe. Chickens on the site here drink an awful lot of water, and 80% of eggs are water. So we're currently using £100,000 worth of water per year. The water harvesting plant that we've installed is making us self-sufficient. We recycle all the water produced to feed our chickens. So the whole project has been 8 years from when we first sat down and tried to do the planning application to get to where we are today. I think the good news is, if we were starting again, we'd get there in about 18 months. When we look at the water consumption of £100,000 a year, the capital of £500,000, it is a 5-year payback period, as long as you get the money. So here we have the eggs coming from the farm. As I said, it takes 3 hours to travel from the chicken on the far 45 acres, the furthest part from here. We're packing 1.5 million eggs that we produce today, all packed today, and they're coming at a rate about 150,000 eggs per hour on this conveyor. From this point here, they are actually inspected by hand. They go through an automatic crack detector, a blood detector, a dirt detector. They're then treated with a UV light. They're then actually weighed, marked with a line code and packed. Within 20 minutes of arriving in the packing station, they are either then ready for dispatch to supermarkets or in a tanker as liquid egg. So every egg produced on the farm is actually packed and marketed today.
Here we are at the Rainwater Harvesting plant. We have 2 sections, which is chemical filtering and filtration and polishing, and then disinfection. So we start here with the water coming in through the blue pipe that you can see there, and it's going into 2 mixing tanks where we add 2 chemicals. The first is polyaluminium chloride, which coagulates the matter together. This creates the particles and matter in the water to stick together to make snowflakes. Then the second chemical, which is a polymer, makes the snowflakes stick together and larger, which makes them too heavy to float. So once it then goes into the clarifier, they then sink. So once it's been settled in the lamellar clarifier, you are clarifying the water off the top, which goes into the green tank behind me. That is then just a balancing tank to store water before it moves on to the next process. The next process is going through a spruce filter, which is a 4-layer media bed filtration system. Then after that it goes through a carbon filter. Then after that through a 5-micron bag filter. And then after that we disinfect using UV, then we chlorinate, and then we store ready for the chickens to drink. So here we've got 4 bottles of water. The first is the raw water. This is the rainwater that's been harvested. So it's not clean, but it's not too dirty. The second bottle is the same water, but has now had the chemicals added. So straight away you can see in the bottom of it, the flocks are settling out in the bottom. The third bottle is the clarified water. So this is basically the top half of that water removed. This is what then gets polished through this part of the plant. And the fourth bottle is the finished product. This is good enough to drink, if you're a chicken. We're currently doing about 150 tonnes of water a day on site, but have the capacity to create 300 tonnes of water. The running and the maintenance of the rainwater harvesting equipment is probably, we're in the early stages, but about 2 hours a week. That's it. The running costs are sort of built into that 5 to 7 year payback that we are aiming for.
These technologies aren't as new as they were. We've made a lot of developments. They're more commonplace now, and I see no reason why all farmers shouldn't be looking at this as an opportunity within the business. We will be adopting this on other farms, our rearing farms, and even our arable farms where we're just wasting water that is giving us for nothing and just letting it down the river. We all need the water somewhere in the business.